Yes,
Live.
we are live, Penn Jillette.
Hey Ben, just going to give you a quick update. This is where I'm at right now in
Oh,
the
you
eye of
used
the
the dust jacket as a
Bedlam
bookmark.
Bride. Yep. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't know, but that's what I do.
I have a melange of business cards I'm never going to use except for being bookmarks.
I have a new thing to tell you. You may hear Edward. Wait, let me get my hermit and or wizard on for this. You may hear the sound of a dog barking. Here's what's happened.
Roll 2d20 to decipher dog.
Two two d20. Oh, because you have advantage or disadvantage. That is a possibility. Okay, so Betty, who lives in this house, uh, previous segment haver yelling for Betty, Betty
Yep.
has acquired two cats from a shelter here in the city of Chicago.
Was this a
They
surprise to
are
the other two adults that lived in that house?
no, this was a planned acquisition.
Okay.
Now, here's one thing I will say. Jennifer, uh, the other adult besides me and Betty that lives in this house, was kind of hoping for kittens or a kitten. But when we went there, there was this bonded pair of what they believe is a mother and a child, but they're close to the same age because cats can get pregnant pretty
She
young.
was a young mom.
So, so they aren't positive, but definitely acting like a parent and child.
It's good con.
So bonded pair, and we were looking at them, and they're pretty cute, and they're young-ish. They're not kittens. They're like probably 6 months, 8 months, something like that.
Okay.
Um,
Less than a year, so not fully grown.
exactly. Uh, and also, you know, Betty was interested in getting a slightly older uh, pair because they, for want of a better term, would be sturdier and more advanced.
You don't have to go through
Cats,
the whole training
right? Cats
exercise.
are famously self-sustaining, uh, and so we were there. We were looking at them, and then there was a person who was helping us, and there was a different person, and the different person came in and said, "Hey, I've got someone at the front who's wondering if we'd be willing to split this pair up." And the person said, "No, I think they're going to be adopted as a pair." And then she looked at us, and
It's
we
a
were
good
like,
sales tactic.
"Yes, yeah." I was saying I don't think that the animal shelter, the Chicago Animal Shelter, is doing a lot of cons on people, but it really
Really felt
is
like that.
perfect. Like
You know, I got a guy. He's coming
I
in
got a
about an
guy that's
hour.
going, but here's the thing, he's gonna break them up.
Yeah.
He's gonna break them up, and oh,
Nobody wants to see that.
I saw an accent breakdown from Better Call Saul. Somebody did something about the Chicago accent that Saul has. And Saul and Bob Odenkirk both come from Chicagoland.
Yeah,
And
but
so now I can't kind of unhear it. There are some things that Bob does that fit how people like that I know that are have been born and raised here. They have that sort of um thing,
he drinks his
which is
coffee.
interesting.
I don't recall Saul being from Chicago. I know Bob worked there, but
Saul is from Cicero, I believe.
oh,
So
You
not
mean
Chicago, but
Jimmy?
Chicagoland. Jimmy, yes, exactly. And then one of the things that they pointed out that I thought was interesting is, and I don't remember can't I don't remember any of the sounds. But that Saul, like you'll like like um even though Saul and something else, some other word have similar vowels,
Soul.
Saul is still pronounced Saul. It's not
Saul.
Sal.
Saul.
Uh, so is interesting. Um,
I'm wondering if that was
anyway,
something that Bob brought because like this is a shifty guy and like I have a good shifty accent.
there is also the possibility, the way that the person said it, and this person is not involved in the production; they're just analyzing it. Um, that it was a choice that Gilligan made because of Bob's accent.
Yeah.
Like, and it's subtle, right? It's not like very pronounced, but it's still kind of there. Uh,
This is like
so anyway,
a YouTube video essay on breaking down accents in television shows.
yep. We'll breaking down the Chicago accent and using Bob Odenkirk
Ah.
as an example. Again, the idea being that this isn't a thick accent. This is a
Yeah.
subtle accent. But then when you hear it, you can hear it, which is really neat.
That reminds me
Uh,
of I don't think it was I don't think it was an Onion headline. I think it was just a tweet that went
mhm.
viral, but it was something to the effect of everybody remembers where they were when they learned Idris Elba was British.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember where I was, but I do remember that distinctly. Like, what?
Yeah,
Wow, crazy.
because his Baltimore accent, if you know, I don't know a Baltimore accent from any other sort of like East Coast, New
Hmm.
England accent, but apparently it's really great. Had me fooled.
So, the cats are here. There are two cats. There is Eclipse the Punisher and Ghost Rider Stardust. Those are the two cats.
What are their nicknames? What are you gonna
Uh,
call them? Just on
Eclipse
a
and Stardust.
Eclipse and Stardust.
I made the joke, and a lot of people don't. I was going to say a lot of people don't get it. This is what I'll say. A lot of people don't appreciate it. Stardust was in the military. The joke being that in the military, there's just this common thing. Everybody calls everybody by their last name.
Yeah.
They usually don't use the first. But anyway, so that's happening. And then they're in they're in Betty's room, and the tortoise shell. So Eclipse is black, uh, and Stardust is tortoise shell.
Okay.
Tortoise shell cat stands by the door, very
Like
interested that there are other
because
things happening.
she wants to get
Yes,
out.
wants to get out, or is just interested
Yeah.
in the
Can
sounds.
sense something on the other side of that door.
Yes. And what she's sensing on the other side of the door is Edward, who is very interested in what is in the other room.
And not
For
the
those of
ghost
you,
that haunts the hallways of the Goody Pratt household.
we don't have hallways. That's one of the things about this house is there's no
The
real
upper
hallway,
foyer.
and therefore we don't have to worry about the hallway man. Um, do you remember the jokes about the hallway man?
I do not.
When we were looking for houses, occasionally in pictures of the houses, the person taking the picture of the house, if there was a mirror or whatever, would show up.
Oh, yeah.
And oftentimes this would be in a hallway. And so the joke is that you're talking to the real estate agent, you're saying, so do I have to worry about the hallway man? And the idea is that there's a spirit called the hallway man. Any house with a hallway, he's present, and you have to kind of deal with it. Oh, speaking about which, have you seen the back rooms yet?
I
Are
have not
you
seen the
planning
back
on seeing the
rooms
back
yet.
rooms?
No, I probably won't see it until I can watch it sitting in my comfy chair at home.
Yes, we
Um.
purchased it on Apple TV.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, I haven't. I haven't watched, like, Project Hail Mary is available to me now, and like I've been looking
Yeah,
forward to seeing that, but I haven't watched it yet.
same thing. Jennifer, by the way, has pointed out that I was like, yeah, I don't really go and see movies. She's like, I know. I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, do you remember me saying, oh, look, Project Hail Mary's at the theater? I was like, yeah. And she's like, do you know what you said when I said that? Like, that might be kind of cool to catch out. You
Yeah.
catch. You said, I'll probably wait until it comes out on TV. Um, which wasn't what she was telling me about a movie being at a movie theater for. She was suggesting that maybe we go to the movies,
Yeah.
and so my answer really wasn't
I do
appreciated.
I do hear that that is a movie that was a movie that you should have seen on the biggest screen possible for whatever
Dang
reason.
it.
I don't know. I know nothing about the film except Ryan Gosling is in it.
Hmm.
I might I might actually. I'm not gonna do this, but it would be fun to like. I don't know if Amazon Prime has a Quest app, a Meta
Uh-huh.
Quest app,
Oh,
but
that'd
I
be something.
got my VR goggles. Maybe I'll sit and finally watch a movie wearing my VR headset.
Ryan Gosling. Ryan doesn't sound like the right first name for him all of a sudden to me. It's so weird. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Ryan Gosling, of course, famously, gonna be Ghost Rider. Paul's gonna guess the news. I know that part. Gonna be
Oh,
Ghost Rider in the MCU.
I did not realize they were
Found that
bringing
out
back Ghost Rider. I of course,
from.
Brand New Day came out like a few days ago, and there
Mm.
are spoilers for that. Most notably, just who certain actors are playing, like who appears in the movie.
Oh, I don't know about it.
Do you
Do
want
you
to, or are you
know?
gonna watch the movie?
Have you already found out?
Yeah, that's like you can't
Okay,
be on
spoilers for Brand New Day. Yeah,
Brand New
this is
Day.
I'm fully embracing the idea that I'm a book reader and not a movie watcher as much, so I don't care about spoilers
I
anymore.
apparently Sadie Sink, who's in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Sadie Sink, if you've watched Stranger Things, have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes.
She's the redhead. She's
Who
like the
who
sister of
levitates with running
yeah,
up that
yeah,
hill thing?
who
Okay,
levitates. That character.
gotcha.
That actor plays Jean
Yeah.
Grey in Brand New Day.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. No
So
spoiler. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
if you
Not a problem.
didn't want to know, what characters from the MCU are going to start showing up in current MCU properties,
Ah, there we go. So,
and dies at
Jean
the end.
Grey, for people, for people who don't know, Jean Grey, of course, Phoenix from the X Men. X Men, one of the comics that I got a subscription to when I was a kid. I would wait in my little mailbox in Dorsey, Illinois, wait for the comic book to come, and would really hassle the mailman when it didn't show up. I was like, "This is supposed to show up. Where is it?" And he's like, "I don't know, kid. I just take the." He didn't say it like that, actually.
I
He
don't
was
know,
like, "Well,
kid.
Paul, I don't know. I just take it. You know."
Uh,
Wasn't too frustrated with me, but did have to. It was that and the New Defenders were the two comics that I would get
going
subscriptions to.
going back to the hallway man. A few years ago, I want to say it was pre-pandemic, but I don't think so. When the Rebar was still the Rebar, Paul, you remember
Hmm.
the Rebar?
I
Actually,
do remember the
it's
Rebar.
just Rebar. There's no definite article.
People
Anyway,
do say the Rebar,
they
so
do,
you're not
they do.
like totally out of line.
And they're not jerks about it like people at Annex when you say the Annex.
Yeah.
Although I did see the guy who ran the joint for the long time, Steve, like kind of lightly tease Joseph Krebs because Krebs was like writing a
Ah,
check, and Steve was like, okay, now it's capital R dash lowercase b bar, and he was just like schooling Joseph on how to write the name of the club.
ha, 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 ha.
Anyway,
I just for those of you who don't know Joseph Krebs, seeing Joseph get schooled on anything is great because Joseph is the an expert,
it
and I'm not being facetious with that. Joseph knows a lot about a lot.
Yeah, and especially seeing him be schooled by an irascible club owner, grizzly club owner.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had a 3D walkthrough filmed in the space, and so you could go through and like walk through yourself. Like I
Yeah.
think it was like when the building was about to be sold or something. I don't know the reasons why they just did it. And if
Yeah.
you if you walk through the building, if you like stood at a certain place in like where the pool table was, and then like turned to the right to look at the stairs, you saw this like ghost, this apparition on the stairs, right? It was like
Oh,
the
nice.
top of a head and like these eyes looking back. What it was like the guy who was setting up the 3D camera didn't get out of the room fast enough. But he
That's very
only
nice.
showed up in this one place, in the, like in this one room. If you're looking in this one specific direction, it was pretty funny.
That's very cool. Um, so the I don't know how it's pronounced. It's on PS Plus right not PlayStation Plus right now. Jennifer and I are both playing it. It's a rare game that both of us like.
It's a video game.
And it's the one thing I don't like about it is the voice acting. And I found the secret to getting away from the voice acting, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Listening to the Polish voice acting with the English subtitles on, because it takes place in Poland.
Right.
So I'm listening to the Polish, and here's the thing that's crazy about it, right?
It's a good way to consume media, and it's not in its original language.
I can still tell that some of the Polish voice actors aren't doing a good job. I can't describe it other than there's just this innate um the language doesn't matter. There's an innate
Amateurity.
tone and yeah. And I'm wondering, have you ever run into that? Like you're watching somebody act and they aren't acting in English,
I,
but you can still tell that they're
I don't know. I don't know if I've done that for a foreign language, a language I didn't know. I mean, like, not that I know other languages, but like I can on sometime understand a little bit of French, understand a little bit of Spanish.
Mhm.
Like I can identify words, right?
Yeah.
But like if I'm listening to German or Russian or Polish or anything, I don't know. I've up until now I've not identified poor acting or poor voiceover acting in another language.
So I'm just gonna use gibberish, right?
Yeah.
Because I think I do this. I'm gonna do gibberish, and here are the different the two different things, right? Voice actor number one, and this is going to be an okay or good voice actor. Eshenabada, Gibarida, Okatiaveda, man. Right? That's okay. This is bad. Asakat, Davada, and and like that, right? You can tell the
Yeah.
difference a little bit. There's like
Yeah. And
it's like that.
if it didn't, if that character wasn't supposed to sound that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Um, as opposed to which is of course any Star Wars bad guy. Yeah, I really do like how much the audio peaked there, but still didn't um, get too high. I
Your
think it'll be
your
okay.
your your audio has been recorded really low lately. I really have to pump it up when
Okay.
I
Well,
master it.
I think it being low is better than it being too high.
Yes.
And somehow I
It was probably an
can't.
overcorrection because there was one show where
Yeah,
your audio was like peaking to the point of being distorted. I
yeah, I
used
can't.
magic to fix it.
Ben, I believe you. It, and Magic is an AI plugin no, I'm kidding.
No, exactly.
I had a don't talk about work. I had somebody I created a presentation and somebody at work said I think I'd like to see more because I did like little cartoons with clip art and stuff like that, and they said I'd like to see more like AI visuals for this sort of thing. And I didn't say anything, but I was like, how dare you? But then I was like, actually, maybe that's not so bad. And then I was like, well, it was clip art, so really it is still I didn't draw it.
Oh,
It's still the same.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you want
Oh,
me to draw it, you gotta give
we
me
I was on the
something
yearbook
more.
staff in high school in the age of clip art. And so
Yeah,
if you leaf through my senior yearbook, it's just freaking Microsoft clip art everywhere.
yeah.
It's intense.
And I will ask you this question, but now I know that here's the thing. Right now, you and I are in a situation where we are at least, you know, yeah, we're cool guys, quote unquote,
Ha!
being that you should you should always hire humans. AI is,
Yeah.
shouldn't be taking over, all that. And yet we both use it professionally right now because our clients demand it.
I
That that's
I
where we
do
are.
I do make a distinction though of the AI that I use. I use AI tools. I don't use generative AI tools.
Oh,
So
okay.
I
Well,
use I use
I'm
AI tools
different.
to fix audio.
Yeah. I
And I
actually. All right. So you're not as bad as me. I will say that.
I do
But
okay. I will have to qualify this with I have used a generative AI tool. I created a scratch voiceover for a video. In fact, that's a
okay.
common thing that I do. I create scratch voiceovers for videos using AI voices. And sometimes those AI voices are preferable over the actors. I had a video once where the client chose the AI actor over the human actor, and it
Yeah.
boggles my mind.
So we're still good people uh on
Trying to
paper,
be a good
but
person in
we
this
but we have yeah,
hellscape of a corporate landscape.
we're seeing this becoming more and more of a thing. There was a point that I was going to make with this, and I forget what it was now. I was so worried about my own reputation. Um, and again, I'm worse than you in general, in many different ways. But what was I going to say? Oh, oh. So don't get me wrong when I say this, right?
Yeah.
But I think using clip art, we're not talking about morals here. We're talking about artistic expression, right? Using clip art for a project and using generative AI for a project, when it comes to one's amount of creativity, not morals, not like, because somebody made that clip art, probably got paid something for the clip art,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming
morally,
so.
it's the same, but creatively, kind of the same. Like, and what I mean by that is in this specific instance, me making a presentation with clip art is not any more creative than me making a presentation, telling an AI to generate the art that I want, and then cutting that AI art and pasting it into the presentation.
Yeah.
It's basically the same as
What you
far as
should
my
have done
creative
was
input goes.
contract with a visual artist and hired them to draw whatever you wanted to have there.
Or draw it myself. This is
Or
the
draw.
other thing. This is when it comes to, and this, you know, not to put too fine a point on it, but when it comes to someone with artistic ability, not saying that I have the greatest artistic ability, but someone with artistic ability, because that's the thing, is that I would not hire another artist to do this thing. What I would do is I would do the art myself to the best of my ability and take longer.
Right.
That's really what we're talking about. Um, and this is different for most people. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of people couldn't draw a thing, right? I can draw a thing. It'll take me longer and it won't look exactly like I want, but I can do it. And if I weren't gonna use clip art for it, which took me a few seconds, and I'm not selling this anywhere.
No.
Using the clip art was fine,
Yeah.
right? But I would not hire someone else to do it. I would just do it myself and take longer because my company is not paying me to hire somebody else.
No.
Hey, speaking about this, we don't talk about work, but let me ask you this question. Did you hear the story? Have we talked about this on this podcast already? About the guy who was outsourcing his job to another like contractor?
I don't know if we've talked about that specifically, but I do know what you're talking about. I have heard probably that story, or maybe a story that's like it, where it was some worker, at home worker, who hired somebody else at a lower rate to do what he was hired to do.
Yeah, now I'm not saying they went on Fiverr, but let's pretend like they did.
Yeah.
Something like that, that they hired somebody else to do their work.
And not just once over, but like I remember hearing a story about a person who like was employed at a couple different places and did this
Yeah.
for multiple jobs.
There was a Reddit that I would hate read back when I was doing Reddit, which was Overemployed, I think it was called. And it was about people who worked for more than one company in more than one solo position.
Yeah.
And it was all tips and tricks that they had of how do I make it seem like this is the only place I work, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's really interesting when that sort of stuff comes to light.
Speaking of immoral,
I'll mention something to you after the podcast is over.
All right. Post-show content.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Hey, speaking of post-show content, Ben and I don't have a Patreon, but we got to mention this every once in a while in case you're listening. If you ever see that there is a Patreon that we have, it means that Ben or I, or possibly both of us, are in trouble. And if you're reading this, if you're listening to this because you joined the Patreon, that means that we've also done something to make a lot of people listen to the podcast, which is also a problem. We've done a lot of work to make no one listen to the podcast. So if a lot of people are listening to it, we've done a hard reverse.
Our work has paid off of having nobody listen to the show, at least
and we have
live.
Here's the thing I keep on thinking about, Ben. We do this podcast with the idea that no one is going to listen to it. So we're not very careful about what we say. So if a lot of people listen to the podcast, it could become a problem for us.
Especially if they go through and listen to the back episodes, the back catalog, where we weren't really conscious of that, of like.
Yeah, the thing that made us conscious of it, there is a specific incident. Ben knows about this. It was when we were brigaded.
I was there.
Ben was there, and Ben was like, "Hey, Paul," because you can't see, but when we're doing this, I don't see anything about YouTube. Ben is streaming it on YouTube. I'm just seeing Ben's face, and I'm just talking. And he was like, "Hey, Paul, well, don't look at the."
What was happening is you were talking to somebody. That was at a time of the show where we broadcasted a phone number, and I could pull you into the show, and so you were actually talking to an unknown caller at the time.
Yes. And I was trying to navigate. I forget exactly what was going on with this caller, but you were concerned because I was dealing with them on a face-to-face, not a face-to-face basis, but on a I'm just taking you for what you're saying.
And this guy was not giving you a lot.
Yeah. And then there was other stuff happening that I still haven't read because Ben told me not to.
No, I deleted everything. So what?
Yeah.
I mean, we started getting a lot of viewers. It got up to 15, 16 at a go, which is, I mean, normally our numbers are
That's
like 0 or 1.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of disturbing things got put into the chat, and I had to basically turn everything off. That's the only episode where we deleted what we'd done and trashed it and started anew.
I didn't even know. So that actually doesn't exist
It does
on
not
the.
exist. I got rid of it. I did not
Oh
want
my
those. I
gosh,
didn't want that chat to be on any page that had my name on it.
Ben, that is awesome. I don't. This is weird because I don't necessarily condone censorship, but I do condone Ben saying I'm putting this out. This is under my name. I don't want this here,
I
and getting
totally
rid of it.
condone censorship of hate speech on my YouTube page.
Yeah, I condone it also, even though it's not your place to condone. Uh, but yeah, so that's part of people often, you know, yes, this is performance art. Yes, we like the idea of us doing a podcast that no one listens to. Um, I think I've mentioned this to you before, Ben. There's a thing that I saw a news story on that still delights me. That there's a woman at a train stop that puts on a play in a disused theater every day, and people can view it if they want to, or they can't view it. She doesn't care. She goes out and she does it. And then I told you about the thing that Lech Milievsky did, where he did a play that took place on a train, and people could stand at the train stops and see the play when the doors open, and how in a way those two were opposites.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that. In the same way, I like the fact that we have a podcast that we do that has so many hours that it's an endurance feat in and of itself for anyone to listen to all of them.
I mean, and to be fair, we do know that we have some listeners, right?
Yes.
We
And
make
we have
fun about no
some
one listening,
wonderful
but
listeners.
we do.
Yeah.
But like, Catherine admitted that, like, Catherine's in school right now, so she admitted that she's
Yeah.
not been keeping up with the
Oh
show. I'm like,
no.
I don't care. Steven listens occasionally and comments. Our friend Alex King, who I'm going to see tomorrow, as a matter of fact,
Oh,
also
say
listens.
say hi to Alex King for me.
I will.
Wait, now when you say you're going to see Alex King, is Alex performing something that you're
No,
going to
no,
see,
no,
or
no.
you're just going to visit him?
This weekend is the annual Annex Theater retreat. We are
That's
going
right.
to a cabin in the woods, almost quite literally, and down in Randall, Washington, which is in this valley, this Cowlitz River Valley between Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier.
Yes.
And yeah, we're gonna go and talk about theater and talk about community and hopefully make some decisions and probably drink a lot of alcohol, smoke a lot of weed.
Well, I will miss you guys, but hello to all of you guys. Um, I may be going on vacation, but it's going to be a staycation for sure, because our flooding situation in the basement has been uh, figured out,
Is this the
like
same flooding
what's
situation
happening.
that occurred during the show a few weeks
Yes.
ago?
Yeah, so
You
this
haven't
is the
had a new
basic thing.
more flooding, have you?
We haven't had more flooding,
Okay.
no. Um, so our
Damn it.
drain, what? No, our drain is okay, right? It will move the water down eventually. When we get flooding conditions, the water from the alley behind our house all comes down our steps and into that drain. The drain can still move it as long as it's not covered in debris, which does happen because it gets debris from the alley and from the yards and everything like that, and it puts in there.
Yep.
So we have a stopgap. The stopgap is that we have now a baby gate and a window screen. And we put those up, and that catches most of the debris before it gets to the
Yeah.
drain. We leave a little corner. The water still gets through.
Stopgap is
But
also Paul goes out and checks it every hour when it rains to clear off the drain.
I mean, we're not lying. That is a thing. I do have an old pump that we had that kicks on whenever it has an inch and a half of water that we have sitting by the drain. It's not plugged in. We only plug it in if we know that there are going to be flood conditions. and we don't even know if it works. But that's the stopgap. And then we have a better pump that we bought to put inside because what happened the last time is that we were vacuuming up the water
Right.
rather than having a sump pump that puts it out. And the sump pump goes to the shop sink. Um, I am thinking about getting a better hose for it. Right now, the hose is a stretchy hose, and you got to pull it over to it, which can be a problem
A
if you're pumping
stretchy
out a lot of.
hose?
Yeah, have you ever seen that? They're hoses, but they're stretchy.
I don't know if I've seen hoses that are stretchy. I've seen like they're not cloth hoses, but they're not hard round rubber. They're flat, and then when there's water inside, they
Yeah.
they puff
So
up.
we have one of those hoses.
Yeah.
It's 50 feet though,
Yeah.
which is way too long. And then there's one that's 25 feet, but it's only 25 when extended. And when it's not extended, it's shorter than that. So we can't. So it will reach the shop sink, but it's not a leave it and forget it
Right.
uh, hose. So I want to get yet another hose eventually.
I once
Um,
bought a wet vac because the water heater in my house had begun to leak.
yeah, I mean that's
And
why we bought this.
otherwise I would not have considered it, but like I was home and I noticed, and I lived in the basement of this house, and I noticed that water coming out from underneath the water heater, and panicked. Fortunately, I
Yeah,
lived right down the street from a hardware store.
it's good to have one. It really, you never know when you might need it.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking about uh, good to have it, bad to have it. News. Uh,
Is this
I'm
Ben
doing
gonna guess the
bad.
news?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. It's Ben. Is anything happening? What's going on? I don't know anything.
You know what? I honestly haven't really been paying that much attention.
God, we
Just
are
because everything is so frustrating.
we are really falling down on our witnesses to
It's
history thing, and it is totally because neither of us can stand learning about anything that's happening.
Well, I mean, one of the policies of this administration was to flood the zone, and and it worked. I'm
It did work.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm saturated.
But the good news is I can't do anything about anything except vote.
Yeah, and
So
did you? Because yesterday was election day, at least here in Washington, and I know in a couple other
wait,
states.
wait, no, our election day isn't until
This
November.
was a primary election, not a general
Oh no,
election.
our
So
primary already happened, and we did
okay,
vote in
yeah,
our
yeah.
primary.
Our primary was yesterday,
I
so we
you Ben,
vote.
I did you see the chill that the backs of my legs started hurting, which normally only happens when I find out that somebody is sick. Um, which I think I've talked about before. I have a weird thing where the backs of my legs start hurting when I find that somebody is sick.
Really?
Yeah. I asked my doctor about it, and they said it's probably fight or flight. Like
Yeah.
I'm gearing up to run, which is really interesting.
You know what?
Um,
I think we've talked about this too. I am pretty sure that I still have like a fight or flight response that makes me want to go to the bathroom if something terrible is happening, and I think it's
yeah,
because like this probably
because
has
it's
no
one of the best places to hide.
it has what probably has no evolutionary advantage, but I think it's funny to think about this, that if I need to flight
Yeah.
and I gotta go number two, I don't have that much weight to carry around when I begin running.
Well, this is the thing
Dropping
is
some
I think it
payload.
also makes the giant drop you if he's holding on. He's like, ah,
Yeah.
what just happened?
There is
Hey, by the way, do you like spicy food? Have we talked about this?
we haven't talked about it, but I like some spicy food.
Okay. I think that this might be available to you because you live in Seattle. There's a Chicago company that puts out this sauce that I am obsessed with. It is Red Angel Nigerian gourmet sauce.
I haven't heard of it.
It is so good,
You
Ben.
find it in the grocery store?
Yes, it's in one grocery store here, by me anyway. I'm sure it's in other grocery stores in the Chicagoland area, but I did not. I found out about it at a farmer's market, but then I
Yeah.
looked, and I can get it in a grocery store as well. Um, Pete's Pete's Produce, which is a great local grocery store. Their produce, it's called Pete's Produce, and their produce is really good.
It must be a Midwest
Highly
chain
recommend
because
it.
I don't think I've heard of it.
I think it's a Chicagoland chain
Yeah.
specifically.
Um,
Um, but
the
anyway, yeah, Red Angel Nigerian gourmet sauce.
the only like interesting news I'm looking at the slash news subreddit.
Yes.
Um,
Still wearing a top hat, still playing guitar. Next. Oh, um,
just quickly, the only thing that's interesting on this first page is that a SpaceX rocket is thought to have crashed into the moon unintentionally.
wow.
How
We've
did that
declared
happen?
war on the moon. Um,
He's asking why we want to blow up the moon.
um,
That's a second
so
Mr. Show reference.
I have some news for you.
Yeah.
It's relevant to your interests. Um, I was on YouTube, not on, I wasn't performing on YouTube or showing, was just perusing YouTube, which I do, as we've said before, on my television. Uh, oh, Ben, by the way, uh, there, there's a thing called the Ultimate Improv Show, which I really like that's on it, but the ad breaks, 1 full minute. I can't stand it. It's only 1 minute, but it's enough to make me go, this is too many ads. I
You
can't.
is are they skippable ads or are they like ad reads inside the actual show?
You can skippable ads, but you have to wait to skip.
Yeah.
And even if you're skipping them, they aren't going to end until a minute is up. So you can skip to the next ad, but it's still it's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That's why I can't watch YouTube at all without an ad blocker.
yeah.
And when the ad reads
So
start on shows that I do watch, I just hit the L button to skip forward 10 seconds until I get back to the content.
so the big thing though is I was watching it the other day and I saw something uh that is relevant to your interest and my interest. It was a new it was a new post uh by a musical act that I haven't seen anything new from in a while. And it's a musical act that both you and I enjoy, and it wasn't Mike Dowdy.
Oh, because that my first thought was Soul Coughing.
Yeah.
Um,
Who else, if you take Soul Coughing and Mike Dowdy out of the running, and it's a band, not the person in the band, it's a band, what band do you think I'm talking about?
wow. Um, I'm
And it's a
trying.
band, not an individual performer. It is a band.
Have any of the individual performers gone off to have solo careers?
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yes. Is this band from the 90s?
Yes, this band is from the
Were they
90s.
part of the grunge movement? Would you call their music grunge?
I think they predated the grunge movement. So they were
Um,
late 80s, early 90s.
late 80s, early 90s. Pop music, pop rock,
No.
rap?
Here's something I will tell you, Ben.
Yeah.
The genre of this band, sort of unclassifiable.
um, the Tiger Lilies come to mind, but I don't know of any other. I don't know. I think they did solo projects. But they're the only ones who I would say unclassifiable. But I don't think they were around in the 80s and 90s.
No, no, no. And this is definitely, here's the thing. It's definitely it's within the rock alternative sphere,
Have you and
but
I like
they're
been in my car
yes,
both singing
absolutely
along to
yes,
this band?
absolutely yes.
Crap. Now I feel bad. I'm not coming. It's not coming to me. Um.
Here's what I'll say, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm going to start giving you some hints.
Give me hints.
Uh, the front man for this band is in other bands that you've told me about that I didn't know about until you told me.
Oh, is it
They've been
Primus?
in some. It is Primus. Ben, there's a new Primus song that's out, and it is as good as any Primus
Oh
song
yeah.
ever has been.
I've seen. I saw. I watched. I've seen a couple videos that they have on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. It's it's just as good. This is the thing is I was
Yeah.
like, this is quality. This is the quality that I am accustomed to.
Yeah. I. I. I was happy to see that because I think the last Primus album I bought was their covers from the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory soundtrack.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's not my favorite. I gotta say, every time a song gets pulled up on when I'm on shuffle, I kind of skip it. But these new songs sound great.
So I am planning on buy. I bought a bunch of new music. When I say a bunch of new music, two albums. um, I bought the Jack White, the new Jack White album, um, and Frozen Charlotte, and there's a new Liam Lynch album as well.
Really?
Remember Liam Lynch? You know
It
Liam Lynch.
it's my United States of whatever.
Yeah. So he had a new album, quote unquote, new to me album, like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
2025. And so this is what happened. Uh, God and the Broken Ribs is a song that Jack White put out. Liam Lynch directed the video for it. And I'm like, oh, I listened to the rest of the Jack White album. I'm like, I like this album. And Jack White's been doing all right as far as being an okay person. I'm gonna buy this Jack White album. Support Jack White. Give him, $7 out of the 9.99 that Apple Music makes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, the video that I saw was directed by Liam Lynch. Well, let's see what Liam Lynch is up to. I'd like to support Liam Lynch as well. Bought the Liam Lynch album. Now that you've said that you've seen several videos or a few videos from Primus,
I want to say one at least, maybe two.
I've only seen one, and the one that I've seen is the gold. Uh,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
guy who's running around with
The
gold
gold
and
miner
stuff.
one. I want to
Yeah.
say there's another one that came out right before that.
If there is an album that these are tied to, I do want to get that album as
There's
well.
also like, and you can find this on YouTube. Primus covered "Holy Diver" by Dio
Oh,
with Puddle's Pity Party on
wow.
vocals.
Okay, that's kind of amazing. That's like you would put that under a stick holding up a box with a rope tied to it and say, "Hey, Paul, there's this thing.
How do we catch the wild Paul Goody?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's possible.
More elusive than
Um,
Jimothy.
I gotta say, Ben. So for how I showed you the the new outfit that I was basically rocking, which is the sleeveless coverall with a t-shirt on it and then a bag around my leg.
Yes.
Okay, what you're seeing in now, I've started to just wear this every day.
Is that like a
It
felt
is
hoodie?
it is so this is what it is. It's a towel
A
that you use
towel.
for when you get done surfing. It's basically a robe
Yeah.
with a hood on it,
Like
and I love it.
it's 85 degrees here. Everybody's burning up and I'm looking at you wearing what is essentially a slanket.
Yeah, but no sleeves. It all works out. It's got ventilation also. like it's like there are
Big hole
snaps.
for your backside.
A big
So
hole for your back.
you don't hotbox yourself.
Um, big hole for your backside and don't hotbox yourself are two of the singles off of the new Primus album. Uh,
I got myself
no,
a big
but
hole for my backside.
yeah.
Poking and
So
a thumping.
I've been having a good time trying to get my own style going. And what I mean by that is this. So I've got my ukulele, right? And I have my style for playing that, which is based on the banjo ukulele, which is, I'm basically strumming with my thumb and my two fingers and hitting the downstroke with the thumb on the one, two, three, and four, and then doing whatever with the fingers to kind of fill it out. And that's fine. The big thing is I don't want to do a Tom Waits impression when I do Tom Waits songs. And so what I'm working on is sort of a male Joanna Newsom, uh, which is sort of higher pitched and warbly,
Yeah.
and trying to get vibrato going and stuff like that. Because here's the thing, even if I were to do a perfect Tom Waits, it would still be a guy doing Tom Waits. I don't want to do that. So I'm trying
Tom
my
Waits is
best.
a very recognizable, cadence, right? So, but if
Yeah.
you remix another lesser known artist, then people might stop and think what's going on.
Joanna Newsom is also pretty well known, and again, it's a male version of it, so it's
Yeah, yeah.
not exactly
Hence the
it.
remix
And
part.
I'm not doing the exact thing either, you know. So it's sort of Joanna Newsom meets Johnny Cash in a David Bowie but American sort of. It's very. I'm trying it out,
Not
and it's working out okay.
gotta say, like, not the biggest fan of Joanna Newsom.
Yeah. Well, this
I
is.
listened to her in the car once, and it literally hurt my ears. The
I am a
high pitched
very.
screeching was just
Yeah.
not happy making.
So it's like all of these ghost towns, like that kind of, like well, I'm not doing it well because I know music doesn't come across.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's like, oh, actually, Ben, here's a little bit of an experiment. Wait a second, okay? Now you were mentioning that you can't hear the ukulele when I play it,
Unless you
right?
have the settings on Zoom in a certain way, it filters out music.
Okay, so
Yeah, I can't hear that at all. It's insane.
okay. So what about this? Can you hear me singing? One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, our
I can
hand
hear
would never
you,
wait.
and
Both
because
under
Zoom is letting that
influence,
through,
we had
I can hear a
divine
tiny bit of
sense.
the banjolele,
Oh, so I have
but
to sing while I do it.
it's
To
not.
know just what to say, our mind is
It
a
doesn't sound great.
razor blade.
For those of you
To
listening on
call
the
for hands
stream, it doesn't
from
sound great. But
above,
for those of
to
you listening to the
lean on. Oh,
podcast,
it's probably not
it'll be
because
fine.
I'm also talking to you while I'm doing it too, so it didn't. But let me see if I can. But and you, the hands of the devil. Ben's leaving, and you kept us awake with those teeth, sharing different heartbeats in one night. And there's no Johnny Cash in this at all. To call for hands from above, to lean on would be good enough for me. No, to call for hands from above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough for me. No. Anyway, so that's the plan. And that's a great. Is that a ukulele that you got there, Ben?
It is a ukulele that I got here.
That's
I was
wonderful.
I This is my little green Mahalo ukulele. It's what it was the cheapest ukulele they sell at Dusty Strings. I think I only paid like $25 for this.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and I sit and play it. I noodle on it every once in a while when I'm watching TV, just to idly pluck at it. And I picked out a tune the other day, and I'm like, this is really familiar. It turned out to be "Whistle While You Work."
Oh,
I was just mindlessly picking, and playing around, and I don't know if you can hear this, but
oh wow, I can't hear it either. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, Ben. Now I see what you're talking about. Thank you
yeah,
for doing this. I couldn't. Yeah, it's just it's silent. It's completely silent.
yeah. And then when
Oh
I talk,
wow.
so if I talk over it, you can kind of hear it in the background.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's what you sound. That's what you sound like to me, Paul.
This is my little pineapple ukulele also, which is pretty cool.
Have I shown you my balalaika?
Oh, you're what? No. What is it? Ben comes back wearing a ski mask. I'm kidding, but it's still sort of funny. For those of you, we got about 2 minutes left. In case you're doing the endurance, listen to
So
this.
this is a Russian balalaika.
Oh my gosh, Ben, that's awesome.
So this was. We think my grandfather actually bought this in Russia.
If you showed this to me before, and you might have.
I don't think I did. I think because
Okay.
I only recently acquired this, like earlier or later last year. Because
Ben, I'm very, very happy about it.
the reason I have this is because it was my uncle's, and my uncle passed away. And so
Oh, no.
when my mom went down to help clean up the house, she texted me. She's like, "Do you want Mark's ukulele?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, give me Mark's ukulele." And this is what she brought me. I'm like,
Oh
"Mom,
my
this isn't
gosh.
the ukulele."
This is Ben, it's amazing. Oh, I can barely hear it.
It's extremely out of tune, and I don't know how to tune. It's only got 3 strings.
Yeah.
So this is something
Well-
where this is a project. I'm gonna take this to Dusty Strings and have them like clean it up, tune it, and
Oh, that's awesome. Ben, that's great. I'm very you can tell by my countenance and my voice, that's very exciting. It makes me want to see if they're, a Polish or a Lithuanian instrument. Probably that. Probably fits in that category.
yeah. I haven't done a lot of research on it, and there's something inside though. As you can see, the sound hole is very tiny.
Yes.
And there's something inside here that I can't get out.
There's something inside here that I can't get out. The GudeLaurance story. Um,
And with that,
so hey, we're there. We're at time. Ben,
Oh.
as always, pleasure to talk to you.
gee,
How's it happening? Keep it wrong. And I'm going to see you next week.
keep it wrong, Paul. Talk to you next week.
Bye.